Nah, nah, nah. Oh, we can run away so far, nobody know what that. Yeah, and I got money on the way. Just stay with me.
Welcome back to my channel. I promised you guys I'd be back to make otai, and that's what we're gonna make today. Doesn't take much to put into otai. Today we'll make watermelon otai, and then we'll make mango and apple otai, green apple otai another day. So going through the recipe, now there's different ways of making otai, watermelon otai. You can make it the regular way, which does not include this juice right here. It just has these ingredients in it. Coconut. I use this from Walmart. It's the organic, great value, unsweetened coconut flakes. And it seems like the closest to grated coconut, to real grated coconut to me. So I use this, and I use half and half in the place of coconut milk today. I use sugar, granulated sugar, or you could use raw sugar, whatever sugar you prefer to sweeten it. The no-name brand crushed pineapple, so I just use the Walmart brand because, and if you can see right here, it's in 100% pineapple juice. It still tastes good. So let's go ahead and begin. Well, of course, the main ingredient of the otai is the watermelon. So let me cut this up and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's cut into this. I hope I chose a good watermelon. You never know. How I chose this watermelon was this big old patch. So they say that the bigger the white patch is, or yellow patch, the more sweeter and riper the watermelon is. I used to like tap, but really wasn't, but I found that the most effective way to choose a watermelon is looking for the biggest patch, because it sat longer to get ripe. So hopefully, let's double check. Oh, yes. Oh, I chose a wonderful watermelon. I'm so excited. So we chose a really good one. All right, so what I'm gonna do is cut these up so we can prep it to be grated. I'm gonna grate these watermelons. So I cut them out just like so. Get as close to the white part as you can, the white rind. Get as close as you can. Because they say the white part of the watermelon is just as healthy to eat. Oh, I got really close to the white rind. Okay, so I've got this. like it when I end up choosing a really good watermelon. Okay, so chopped it all up, so let's go ahead and grate it. Let's go ahead and grate this watermelon just however you want to do it. There's no special technique to it, just grate it. That cuts a lot of time out from the olden days where we used to always just, I used to use a spoon or a fork to grate my watermelon, and now I have this. Even better, even faster. But it's actually a seedless watermelon. And before I continue, hold on. Okay, let's continue. Turn on the speed here. This otai, if you make it in a big bowl like this, it'll last for like about a week or a week and a half in your fridge. You can even freeze it. Put it into a bottle and freeze your otai. I'll put down my email in the description below, and just email me if you'd like to order a bottle and what flavor. I have watermelon, mango, or green apple, and I'll make sure it gets to you overnight. But this is for those of you who are just joining me here on my this video. This is a Polynesian drink. This is a Tongan drink that, and Polynesians have their own versions, I'm sure. But this is a Tongan drink called Otai. It's a favorite that Tongans can drink this with crackers, keke, and so it really gets, you know, it really touches my heart whenever I make otai. It reminds me of my father. So I decided to make a business of making otai, selling otai, and my business is named after my dad, fineotai. So if you Google it, you'll probably find it. I haven't, during the pandemic, I kind of slacked off on that business, but I'll get back into it soon. you can really work on your muscles here. You could also blend it, but I find that the texture of the watermelon after you blend it is more like a smoothie or a shake type drink. It's not like an Otai beverage. Otai is shredded, just like this, or you can use a spoon or a fork to shred it. But the point of it is eating and drinking the fruit, and you'll find it's really refreshing if you do make it. Okay, let me finish this up and I'll be right back so we can move on to the next ingredient. Okay guys, I'm in my last, on my last watermelon, and so I'm on the last of it. I am loving my little fan here. Ooh, feels great. Okay, we're on the last of it. So that's it. That's it. Grating. It was a pretty big watermelon. All right, so let's move on to the next step. So right now, this is what it looks like. Let me move you a little bit closer. So that's what it looks like right there. Okay guys, let's continue. Okay, so right now when we get to this point after we grate, what I do is I start pouring in the extra stuff. So since this has 100% pineapple juice, I just pour it all in. I use that juice as part of my drink, that pineapple juice. So just pour the whole thing in. So I use 4 cans of pineapple juice. Pineapple and pineapple juice. Crushed pineapple. And this is what, so 4 cans of crushed pineapple. If you're making otai for a larger group, I usually use 6. Okay, so let's add our coconut. And this is about a cup. I pour in my half and half, and for a large bowl like this, I just use the whole carton, but use it to cream up I just use the whole, only because it gives it another different flavor also. And then just give that a mix. And then you just add your sugar. I use usually 2 cups of sugar, and then just taste it. Add sugar to taste. You really don't have to add that much sugar. And then just taste it. Just taste it if it's good enough. Just mix it really good, because usually the sugar will sit on the bottom of the bowl. So just so I add, because the half and half is so rich, I add water. I ice this up, be really cold when you put it in, because I found that sometimes when I add the ice blocks, the cubed ice, it's no fun drinking it out of a cup and then you got this big old chunk of ice. So just try to stick your bottled water in the freezer to get it real iced up or really, really cold, and then you could serve it. One more water. So I put in 4 bottles of water. Okay. So let's taste it again after I added the water. Okay, after I added the water, now I need a little bit more sugar. So we'll put in another half a cup. Mix that really good. That's perfect. Now, your otai would be done. It's actually done. It's actually finished. If you want to add a little more richness into it, a little more spunk or a little more tropical flavor, that's when you can add this. I use passion fruit into my watermelon, and if you can tell here, it's made with real fruit juice. That's what I love about Welch's. They use real fruit juice. So I want to add that extra tropical flavor into my otai. So shake it up really good and then just pour that into your otai. Now that I guarantee you, it will be a crowd pleaser, and that gives it an extra tropical flavor for you. If you want to use it for Hawaiian luau, or just serve up for any party, everyone will love it, I guarantee you. Okay, so let's try this again since we added the juice. That is so good. That is so delicious. So that is it, you guys. That is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If I can do it, you can do it too. So this is watermelon otai, a Polynesian beverage favorite. So try to make it, give it a try, and I'm sure it will not disappoint your crowd or whoever your whatever party you're throwing. They will enjoy this drink. I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next video.